I just want to take you through the competition-free keyword tool, new application for finding low competition keywords. It's an Adobe Air program. So the first time you install it, it may ask you to install Adobe Air as well, so just do that. But once it's done and run, it should look something like this. It's auto-updating, so in the bottom left-hand side here, you can't see at the moment, but if it needs an update, there'll be a button there saying update, and you can click that and it'll automatically update. If you need support, simply click the link as you can see. So you need to log into the program, and it will come with a password, a name and password when you first get it, but inside you can change that if you want. Okay, so I'm just going to log in using the default password. And once inside, as I said, you can edit the password or you can start. So I'm just going to go straight through and start. And you come to the first page, and basically this is where you put your keywords in. Now you can either import them using this button here from a .csv file, or you can just paste them in, which is what I'm going to do in a moment. But before I do that, I thought rather than just go through the features in the program, I thought it'd be useful to actually show you how to use this kind of in battle, as it were. So I'm going to have a quick run through one way you can use this to find some great keywords for producing your blogs and websites. Okay, I'm going to run through this fairly quickly, try and keep the video as short as possible, so you're going to have to keep up. So we're going to start off and the Google AdWords keyword tool. I'm sure everybody knows about that one. But when you're into the keyword tool and you're logged into AdWords, you can go from the Tools Analysis tab, and you can actually check a new tool called the Contextual Targeting tool. Now, the contextual targeting tool is quite similar to the Google AdWords keyword tool, but it is a slightly different purpose and a slightly different layout. I won't go into the details. You'll see what I mean as we go along. So I'm simply going to drop a keyword in here, and I'm going to go with office chairs for no other reason than I happen to be sat on one and it came to mind. And I'm going to take the advanced options and select the United States, simply because that's generally the biggest market. And from there, I'm just going to click the search button. Search comes up in a few seconds, and you'll notice on the right-hand side that all these keywords have a suggested bid of well over $1, which is kind of our minimum requirement. So down the side here, we'll see we've probably got half a dozen or so keywords, but each keyword is actually, you'll see more keywords, more related keywords to the right-hand side of that. So here we've got ergonomic office chairs, best ergonomic office chairs, etc. And these little crosses here, which means we can actually expand these out even more. Now, just so we can see what we're doing, I'm just going to click the Suggest Ad Group Name, and that simply colours it in for us for the purpose here. And now I can just click all these crosses. In fact, you can just whiz down them, and it will kind of do it anyway. And I'll just continue clicking these. So we can open up that level, and as you can see, once they're opened up, you can actually open up even more levels. It gives you more crosses, so again, you can come down here. I can kind of fill this in, just so to see the colour, and I can again go down and open up more of these as I wanted. And I can carry on doing that as often as I want, as long as these suggested bids over here stay above about $1, then I'm kind of good to get as many keywords as I want. But for this demo purpose, I've got enough, so I'm just going to click the Suggest Ad Group again, just to select everything. And then we're going to export to AdWords Editor. Now, we're not really going to export to the editor. I'm just going to call this chair so I know which one it is. We're just going to export, and we're going to just going to use that exported data in just one moment. Okay, so it comes exported as a CSV, and I'm going to open it up in an Excel spreadsheet. You can use the Microsoft Excel, sorry, I'm just going to use the OpenOffice version of it, which is SCalc. And that brings up a preview window. Now, it's not really very tidy, the columns there, so I'm going to click the tab section. That tidies the whole thing up for me. Happy with that, so I can open that up and have my spreadsheet with all my keywords in. Now, I'm going to move on to the Google AdWords keyword tool at the moment, but I'm going to use this as my seed keyword. So I'm just going to grab about 100, because that's the most you can put into the actual Google keyword tool. It doesn't really matter how many you do, but I'll just take the first 100 out of here. Of course, I can use the second 100 and do the same thing again later if I want to. Like I said, for demo purposes, try and keep this short. So we go from the Tools and Analysis again, this time to the Google AdWords keyword tool. And this time I'm going to paste all these 100 keywords into the search box. And I'm going to use the advanced options again here. And I'm going to select United States as before. I'm also going to select 1,000 local monthly searches. I'm going to add another one in here, and I'm going to put in a dollar cost per click and make that minimum $1. That way we know we've got at least 1,000 searches, $1 cost per click for all the keywords we find. And I'm going to select the exact match over here, take the broad match out, so we know that we've got a minimum criteria for our keywords, and then we're simply going to go off and search. Once we've got our search results, so you've got around 100 keyword ideas. That's fantastic. So I'm going to export those once more. I'm going to take those 100. So let's download all 108. And download. Again, I'm going to open it up with my spreadsheet. And similarly, start it up, okay that, and this time I'm going to take my 100 keywords from here, which I've already just found, so I know these are all have all the right searches for me, and the right cost per clicks. I'm going back to the Google AdWords keyword tool, and I'm going to put these back in once more. It should give me a lot more searches. I'm just going to delete these a moment. And I'm going to paste my new 100 keywords in there, and again click search with the same criteria in. And this time if I come down, that's 100 searches, there we are, 204 keyword ideas and 100 searches. Okay, so let's just go back to the top and download all these. Download all 304. And as before, tidy them up and open it up. This time though, I could keep doing this and putting them back in and researching and getting more and more keywords, but as I say, for this demo, I'm just going to grab the keywords that we have got. So I should have around about 300, I believe, here now. Okay, let's just copy all those, and next we're going to go to another tool, and that's going to be the GoDaddy website, and we're going to go to domains, bulk domain name registration, and from here I'm going to just paste in all those keywords. I'm going to select .com, .org and .net only, so I'm just looking to see if these website names exist for these keywords. I'm not going to worry about the brackets around there, because if I just click go, it will say an invalid character. Do I still want to get rid of them and search? Say yes, okay, and you'll just have to wait a moment or two while it goes off and searches. Okay, the results come through and tell you which ones are unavailable, which we're not interested in, but if we scroll right down to the bottom, there should be a few remaining, and there they are. Office desk chairs, modern office chairs, best office chairs, used office furniture in Dallas. Okay, so they're all available. So what I'm just going to do with those is just clean them up. So I'm just going to delete the ends, the extensions off of there, and respread the words out again. So office desk chairs, modern office chairs, best office chairs, used office furniture in Dallas. Okay, let's go and copy those. And we know they're all valuable keywords, but we don't know what the competition is like. And this is where we can now go back to our competition-free keywords, and where we left that off, we can now paste these keywords in. And if we click next, we'll need your API keys. Now, the first time you use this application, you'll need to put in some API keys. They're completely free from SEO Mods. That's where we get the data, the competition data from. Okay, and just use these links above, the one to create your free account and the other to collect your links and drop those in. Okay, and then just next through that, and it will go off and it will search for every keyword, the top 10 in Google. It will pull those top 10 results back, and it will get and analyze the competition in the way of backlinks and PR, etc. And it will give us a rating when it's finished, which will be traffic light coded in red, yellow or green. So obviously red ones we're not interested in because they're far too strong competition. Green ones are what we're looking for, nice low competitions, ones that we can use to rapidly get on the page 1 of Google and build some good profitable sites with. Okay, so with the results coming back now, we can see we have used Office Furniture Dallas is green. The other ones are red, so as I said before, we don't really want the red ones. Now, just to show you how the program does work, we already know there's a domain for this, but we can go to actually check domains. If we haven't checked domains previously, we can go and do a check, and it will actually tell us if the domain is available. If it is available, we can go and purchase it from Namecheap. So let's just go over to Namecheap and have a look at that. So in this case, as you can see, the .com is gone, the .org is gone, but the .net is still available, so that's okay. We can still use that .net. But what I suggest we do, because 2 of the domain names have already gone, we can actually go and see if any of those are ranking. And then that will tell us what we need to do to rank our own, because these will all rank basically pretty much the same. So let's go and see if with a bit of luck we can find one of these. So I'm just going to go to the normal Google search. And let's just paste that in there, and we go for used Office Furniture Dallas. Okay. And search for that. And let's just have a look down. We are lucky enough to get in the top 10. Dallas officefurniture.com. And sure enough, there we are. Actually, at position 7 on page 1, we have used officefurnituredallas.org. So that's cool. So let's go and have a look at it and see what it's got in the way of backlinks, etc. See how strong it actually is. And there's the site. I'm just going to check Majestic SEO. And for used officefurnituredallas.org, you can see it's actually got very little going for it at all, which is fantastic. It's actually got 1 backlink currently. So it's probably a pretty new site, but it's got no backlinkings, but we know it's already on page 1 of Google. So we know that if we use that domain name and put some content up, then we're likely to easily rank onto page 1. And this one looks like pretty much just a one-page website at the moment. So put a few pages of decent content up, a couple of backlinks, and you will outrank that one by miles. So you should easily be able to get someone in the top of page 1 with that one very easily. Okay, there we are. So from here on the competition-free keywords, we can start again, or we can just go back. So let's go back at the moment. You'll see with an export button here, that will export all this data, so we don't need, if we've got a lot of these in here, we've got 50 or so of these, you want to keep track of them, and simply click export. You can come up, save it where you want. I'm going to save that to the desktop. And yes, thank you very much. And there we are, on the desktop is my CSV file with that data in it. Finally, you look at the third column, you can see commercial intent. This is really a count of the amount of AdWords in the Google search. In other words, the more people are buying ads or paying for ads, then the more money they must be likely to be making, and therefore the overall commercial intent of that keyword is good. So anything sort of 7 or above is pretty good. So we've got 14, which is a full house, and we've got nice low competition, and we've already had a look and we know that that domain name is already ranking on page 1 with only 1 backlink. So whoever's watching this demo video, if you happen to be the first one to be able to grab that one for yourself, you can probably make a couple of quid or a few dollars simply by putting that website up. Okay, if you enjoyed that demo and you haven't already purchased competition-free keywords, I'm sure there'll be a link very close below the bottom of this video, so grab your copy now while it's still available.